Hi you guys, I'm gonna show you guys how I tinted my brows very easily. Also, I do this for my customers. I not the pinching of the nose. I just isolate the. I found my center on my forehead to identify what's my center, so I could so I could see my beginning and my end of my brow, and also where it begins, how thickness of my brows I want to do within stay like not too big, not too small. So I do a line underneath my nostril. I line it with my eye, and that will be the bottom of my tail of my brow. I do it on both sides. Then on top of my nostril, I just put a line straight up, and that's gonna be the beginning of your brow. Then I start using a concealer with a paint brush to isolate my brow, to protect so whatever's inside. So basically, like you doing your brow reverse, basically whatever's inside of my brow, that's what I'm gonna tint, and the concealer is protecting my skin from getting tinted. So this tint I bought it on Amazon. I put a drop or a drop and a half or 2 drops and very little. I just eyeball it and I mix it very well. Then like you can use any plastic container or a little glass, little cup, because this tinted it gets pretty dark, so whatever you're gonna put it on is gonna tint it. So don't use plastic. What I use, just, well, if you're gonna use plastic, use a little container you can throw away. You can use a brush or a spoonie, but I tended to it works better with a little brush. Then I fill it in. I start with the tail. I want my tail to be darker than my front, so I start filling it from the tail to the front of my brows, and then on the front I start brushing it with this spoonie like right away, and I let it set very lightly in the front, and then after 2 minutes I clean it with the wipe. I start wiping it on the front because I don't want the front to be dark. I don't want my brows to look like boxy. Then after 30 minutes or 20 minutes, for my complexion, I waited 30 minutes. But if you have really light skin, I recommend it do it for like 8 minutes, 7 minutes. And then if it's not dark enough, it start darkening your tail and then the middle of your arc on your brow, but not the front, so you can get an umber brow without. So this will last like a week or 2 weeks if you don't put the water directly on your face. In this case, I tried to wax my brows, the outside of my brows, and then my mustache. I was trying out this new wax, but it kind of sucked. I didn't like it. So I did not like it because it did not work. I did not like the wax. It dried so quickly and it did not. Maybe I did it wrong, I'm not sure. But I give up, and then so I tried to pull it out, and then when it dried it was hard to get it out. Like it was weird. But I give up. Then I start like trying to clean my brow. Then I just like start shaving it. What I always do is like I just shave around my brow on the top,